Assalamu alaikum guys and welcome to Discover 10s. Today in this video we will show you the top 10 most powerful countries in the world. We will look deeply into the strength of top 10 countries. At number 10, with around 334,000 active military personnel is Brazil. Currently Brazil spends around $27.8 billion on its defense budget. Now moving towards the land equipment of Brazilian armed forces. Brazilian army has around 437 tanks along with 1820 armored vehicles, 565 towed artillery and 84 rocket projectors. Heading towards the Brazilian naval power, Brazilian Navy currently has 112 total naval ships that include 7 frigates, 2 corvettes, 6 submarines, 22 patrol ships and 5 mine warfare. Air power of Brazil. Brazilian Air Force has 715 total strength. That includes 43 fighter jets and 242 helicopters. The major jets of Brazilian Air Force is Saab JAS-39 Gripen. At number 9, Egypt. Egyptian armed forces have around 440,000 active personnel. Egypt spends around $11.2 billion on its defense budget every year. Land power of Egyptian armed forces. Egypt Army currently has 4,295 tanks, 11,700 armored vehicles, 1,139 self-propelled artillery, 2,189 towed artillery, 1,084 rocket projectors. Naval strength. Egyptian Navy currently has 316 naval ships in commission. That includes 2 aircraft carriers, 7 frigates, 7 corvettes, 8 submarines, 45 patrol ships, 31 mine warfare. Air power. Egyptian Air Force currently has 1054 total strength, which includes 215 fighter jets, 294 helicopters. The major aircrafts of Egyptian Air Force are Rafale and F-16. At number 8, United Kingdom. United Kingdom armed forces have around 192,000 active personnel. The defense budget of United Kingdom armed forces is around $55.1 billion. Land power of UK armed forces. UK Army currently has 227 tanks, 5,000 armored vehicles, 89 self-propelled artillery, 126 towed artillery and 35 rocket projectors. Naval power. UK currently has 88 naval ships in commission. That includes 2 aircraft carriers, 6 destroyers, 13 frigates, 10 submarines, 22 patrol ships and 13 mine warfare. Air power. UK Air Force currently has 733 total strength, which includes 133 fighter jets and 312 helicopters. Major aircraft of Royal Air Force includes F-35B Lightning and Eurofighter Typhoon. Moving on to the number 7 spot. At number 7, France. French armed forces have around 268,000 active personnel. The defense budget of French armed forces is around $41.5 billion. Land power of French armed forces. French Army has 528 tanks, 6,028 armored vehicles, 109 self-propelled artillery, 12 towed artillery, 13 rocket projectors. Naval power. French Navy currently has 180 ships in commission. That includes 4 state-of-the-art aircraft carriers, 11 destroyers, 11 frigates, 9 submarines, 17 patrol ships and 17 mine warfare. Air power. French Air Force has total strength of 1,229, which includes 269 fighter jets, 589 helicopters. The major aircrafts of French Air Force include Dassault Rafale and Dassault Mirage 2000. Both of them are manufactured by France. At number 6, South Korea. South Korean armed forces have around 580,000 active personnel, with a defense budget of $44 billion. Land power of South Korea includes 2,614 tanks, 14,000 armored vehicles, 3,040 self-propelled artilleries, 3,854 towed artilleries and 575 rocket projectors. Naval power. South Korean Navy currently has 234 naval ships in commission. That includes 2 aircraft carriers, 12 destroyers, 18 frigates, 22 submarines, 12 corvettes, 111 patrol ships and 11 mine warfare. Air power. South Korean Air Force has around 1,649 total strength, which includes 414 fighters, 803 helicopters. Major aircrafts of South Korean Air Force are F-35A Lightning and F-16. Moving on to the number 5 spot. At number 5, Japan. Japanese armed forces have around 247,000 active personnel, with a defense budget of $49 billion. Land power of Japan includes 1,004 tanks, 3,130 armored vehicles, 238 self-propelled artillery, 500 towed artillery, and 99 rocket projectors. Naval power. Japanese Navy currently has 155 naval ships in commission. That includes 4 aircraft carriers, 40 destroyers, 20 submarines, 6 corvettes, 6 patrol ships, and 25 mine warfare. Air power. Japanese Air Force has total strength of 1561, which includes 279 fighter jets and 637 total helicopters. The major aircrafts of Japanese Air Force include F-35A Lightning and F-15. At number 4, India. Indian Armed Forces have around 1.4 million active personnel, which is the second largest army in the world, with defense budget of $61 billion. Land power of India includes 4,292 tanks, 8,626 armored vehicles, 235 self-propelled artillery, 4,060 towed artillery, 266 rocket projectors. Naval power. Indian Navy currently has 285 naval ships in commission. That includes 1 aircraft carrier, 10 destroyers, 13 frigates, 16 submarines, 19 corvettes, 139 patrol ships, and 3 mine warfare. Air power. Indian Air Force has around 2,123 total strength, which includes 538 fighter jets, 722 total helicopters. The major aircrafts of Indian Air Force include Dassault Rafale and Su-30 MKI. At number 3, China. Chinese armed forces have around 2.1 million active personnel and is the largest army in the world, with the defense budget of $237 billion, which is the second highest in the world. The land power of Chinese armed forces includes 3,500 tanks, 33,000 armored vehicles, 3,800 self-propelled artillery, 3,600 towed artillery, 2,600 rocket projectors. Naval power. Chinese Navy currently has 777 ships in commission. That includes 2 aircraft carriers, 36 destroyers, 52 frigates, 74 submarines, 50 corvettes, and 222 patrol ships, along with the 29 mine warfare. Air power. Chinese Air Force has 3,210 total aircrafts, which include 1,232 fighter jets and 911 helicopters. The major aircrafts of Chinese Air Force include J-20 and Su-35. At number 2, Russia. Russian armed forces have around 1 million active personnel, with the defense budget of around $48 billion. Land power of Russia includes 12,950 tanks, which is the largest tank force in the world, with 27,038 armored vehicles, 6,083 self-propelled artillery, 4,465 towed artillery, 3,860 rocket projectors. Naval power. Russian Navy currently has 603 naval ships in commission. That includes 1 aircraft carrier, 16 destroyers, 10 frigates, 62 submarines, 79 corvettes, 41 patrol ships, and 48 mine warfares. Air power. Russian Air Force has around 4,163 total aircrafts, which includes 873 fighter jets, 1,522 total helicopters. The major aircrafts of Russian Air Force are Su-35S and Su-34. At number 1, United States of America. US Armed Forces have around 1.4 million active personnel, with defense budget reaching $750 billion, the highest in the world. Land power of United States Armed Forces includes 6,289 tanks, 39,252 armored vehicles, 1,465 self-propelled artillery, 2,740 towed artillery, 1,366 rocket projectors. Naval power. US Navy currently has 490 naval ships in commission. That includes 20 aircraft carriers, 91 destroyers, 66 submarines, 19 corvettes, 13 patrol ships, and 11 mine warfare. Air power of United States. US Air Force has around 13,264 total strength, which includes 2,085 fighter jets, 5,768 helicopters. The major aircrafts of United States Air Force includes F-22 and F-35. I hope you have found this video informative. If yes, then please like the video, subscribe our channel, and don't forget to share this video. Thanks for watching. Allah Hafiz.